I decided to provide something a little different after attending a Christian worship service today, which is Sunday, October 20th. I decided to present my audience with some Eastern philosophy, and what I'm doing is talking about the Hindu religion. And I have this book on passages of the Bhagavad Gita written by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And this is the official Bible of the Hindu religion, which is written in Indian, and it tells you about the Vedic philosophy for living. And Krishna, who was the equivalent of Jesus Christ, and his followers. So I'm taking a reading from chapter 25 of the Bhagavad Gita. And in this chapter, it's called Bhagavad Gita 2.45. And Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, who is a disciple of Lord Krishna, Trigunya Vizaya Veda, Nistrai Gunya Bhavarjuna, Nerdvanvo Nitya Sattva Shriyo, Niryoga Kasema Atmavan. And the English translation of this is that Lord Krishna is explaining to the disciple Arjuna the Vedas, which are the three modes of material nature of man. He's saying to Arjuna, rise above the modes and material beliefs. Be transcendental to all of them. Be free from dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in thyself. The Vedic principle prescribes a gradual process for rising to a spiritual platform, but if one remains attached to the Vedic principles, there is no chance of him being elevated to spiritual life. And so, the Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta, who was born in the 1920s and became the chief interpreter of the Vedic religion, he says, devotional service is part of following the Hindu faith, and the disciple Arjuna was told that devotional service is paru dharma, which is transcendental, and dharma is not material. People generally think that the religion should be pursued for material profit. The people who are disciples of Hindu believe that it is not suitable for a person to be interested in a material life, but be interested in a spiritual life and become a devotee of the Supreme Lord. The Bhagavata, which is religion in the Hindu faith, teaches that the Lord and the living entity are eternally related, and that the duty of the living entity is to surrender to the Lord. And the reference, of course, is to Lord Krishna and not to Jesus Christ in this particular Hindu faith. And then the interpretation goes on and says, when one is situated on the platform of devotional service, one is freed from impediments and satisfied, and is no longer subject to the anxiety of gain and personal gain. So Arjuna, who was a disciple of Lord Krishna, would be elevated to a higher state of consciousness, and Ajamila, who was another disciple, lamented having to give up materialistic activities of the past for the purpose of glorifying the name, fame, form, and pastimes of the Supreme Being, Lord Krishna. And that's how the passage and interpretation ends.